Good evening, race fans. Welcome to round 4 of the Big Brain Racing Community Racing League Season 2. I am your host, Neotropolis, aka Matt, and I'm joined tonight by
Corey, aka Cozza.
And we're looking forward to some exciting racing tonight. We've got a 60-minute race after the 2-hour race last week. Back to some normality today. And
Yeah, definitely.
nice circuit we've got here at Misano as well. So we are right at the end of free practice here. 3-minute countdown, and then we'll be ready for some qualifying. You expecting any good performances tonight from anyone in particular?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Daz does this week in that Porsche, because the Porsche is quite a strong car on this track. If I do believe so. And yeah, I think he could do really well this week as long as he doesn't accidentally mess up his pit stops again. Who have you got your eye on for this one?
Well, judging if practice is anything to judge off, we've got Federico Varagnolo currently in P2. Could be a surprise for this week. Obviously, we've got Joris Jelenko, who we expect to be up towards the front, if not at the front. But yeah, I think of the 3 sectors in practice, Jelenko only fastest in sector 1, Varagnolo fastest in sector 2 and 3. So all to play for.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, apologies for not having my camera this week, guys, because it keeps on cutting off, so we've just found it easier to do it this way. It will be back up and ready for next week. Fingers crossed. So let's see who jumps out of the pits first here.
Looking at Ivan Marandino here, he looks to be the first out on track. So
We've got an optimum track this time, Matt.
Optimum track conditions. Makes a change from having a bit of weather. Got these lovely views from the helicam. Seeing the cars going down the back straight here. Not too many corner names at Misano, so we'll do our best with the ones that we've got. So I think that corner that he just went around was Quercia. My Italian's not very good. Then that corner there, Tramonto. Turn 11, a little kink on this back straight is Curvone. Critical braking point down into turn 13. Turn 14 I think is called Caro. Turn 15, and then turn 16, the final turn, is just called Misano. So here we have Marandino just coming to start his first flying lap. Cuts that first corner nicely. Opens up turn 2. Good line through turn 3. Looks like he's got a back marker ahead of him, or someone yet to start their lap. So hopefully they'll get out his way. Come round onto straightaway.
One of his teammates there, so he's definitely going to move out of the way.
Yeah. Ooh, runs a little wide, but I don't think he kept it valid. As we go around Tramonto. Gets that power down nice and early out onto the back straight. nice camera angle that. Down into the braking zone. Gets it all tucked in. Keeps it within bounds. Nicely around Caro. Through turn 15. And round turn 16, Misano. What sort of lap times are we looking at here? So straight in a 1:35.1. So expect we might see some quicker laps than that, but a good opening lap.
Yep, and Jelenko come with a 1:34.2.
34.2. Let's see who else have we got in here.
Ducatiana right behind with the 1:34.4. We've got Mantovani with a 1:34.4 as well. Literally 2 100 splitting them.
It's just watching Hitcham Doobie cross the line. Here goes P4. So yeah, we've got some good times coming in. Who are we looking out for here? Sagetti halfway around the lap here in the Sagetti course liveried Audi. Just coming round Tramonto.
It's fast corner this part of the track.
Very fast. It's a very critical braking point coming up. Looks like he's
Yeah, I
got
must say I've had my fair spins on that one.
Around Caro. 2 more corners to go. 1 more. Turn 16. Misano. Keeps it neat and tidy.
See how he does.
P5.
Ooh,
1:35.0. Let's see. We've got Joe Tomlin here. He's currently 7/10 up on his lap. New recruit to Big Brain Racing.
Yep, this is his first race racing under our flag. Let's see how he does out on track today.
Coming round final corner. He's dropped
Loses a fair bit of time there though.
dropped a little bit of time, but still improves. That's good enough for P6 at the minute.
Using all the width of the track there coming into turn 1.
It's got to be done. Who else is improving? We've got Crozat currently improving. Remy Crozat in the McLaren there, the La Gazette liveried McLaren. Currently P8, but through P5, sorry, car number 8, P8, P5, 3/10 up on this lap at the minute. As he comes onto the back straight. Dropped a bit of time somewhere. He's only down at one and a bit tenths up on his lap at the minute. He has gained a bit more. Gained a good chunk actually through there. Comes up to the final corner. And crosses the line. Improves, but doesn't improve position. So, let's see. We've got Jelenko out front, 2/10 up, just coming around the final corner. Actually invalidates around that final corner. Oh, not that. It wasn't the final corner actually. Sorry. Got the confused.
How are we doing?
Yeah, there. A6 star. We do have Vargnolo a tenth up on his lap at the minute. And less than a tenth behind Jelenko, so this could be vital.
Oh, gets it up to 0.2 there. Can he keep that pace that he needs though?
Looks like he's got cars ahead of him as well, which aren't going to help. No, he's backed out of it. Cars ahead got in the way.
teleported back to pits.
Currently got Loretti up on his time a little bit. About a tenth up at the minute.
He's invalid though, Loretti, so unfortunately he'll have to give it another going around.
Yeah, he's invalidated that one, so let's have a look at Hitcham Dewby in the Ferrari there. Currently P5, but currently 2/10 up, pushes him up to P3. So good improvement there.
We've got one at the back of the pack. Oh no, he's just lost all that time, unfortunately, that he had in that Mercedes. Karasanovic. Very back.
Karasanovic.
Yeah.
In the Mad Panda liveried Mercedes there. Currently,
Mercedes has got a really big nose. Like it's just all front end.
Pretty much. Through the final corner. Loses a lot of time through that final corner. Does improve slightly, but not enough to move up. Let's see who's on a fast lap. Currently got Mantovani, 3/10 up on his lap in the Audi there. The Audi's quite a strong car around here as well. Up to 4/10 now, so this is anyone's pole. I think there's probably anyone within the top 6 at the minute could get pole if they hook a lap up.
Yeah, definitely, it's going to be a very interesting race, especially if the weather stays dry. We might end up getting that close racing that we are wanting. Looks like he does cut that curb quite hard though.
Yeah, invalidates that lap there. So currently, who are we going to look at? Ivan Marandino, 2/10 up on his lap, just coming down the back straight here. Moved up to 3/10. Coming around second to last corner there. Around turn 16. It's actually improved even more. This is going to be 5/10 gained here. Pushes him all the way up to P9. That's a good jump. We've also got Carlo D'Orazio, currently P17, which I'm sure he won't be happy with at the minute, but he's currently 8/10 up on this lap. Excuse me. So as long as he can keep it all hooked together, this will be another good jump here.
Yeah, I mean, he is rocking, obviously, that BMW, so we'll just have to see how he does around these last few corners. Because it is nice and tight around here, so that back end does love to slide in that beam around here. Does bring it round though, currently 1.2 up on his time. He's going to have a lovely jump on this one all the way up to P8. Wow.
We've got Daz Young now up on it. Oh, just as we switch to him, he loses it.
What actually happened there?
I think it snapped on him under braking. We can have a quick 30-second replay here. Let's go on to Handicam. Might we get able to get a good view of this? So coming down into the braking zone.
Yeah, it does look like he loses the car just a little bit.
Lost the rear and then tried to correct and it just snapped on him. Easily done down there.
We've got a corker of the time though.
Who else have we got going quickly at the minute?
Loretti, oh no, he's just dropped now back down.
Currently got Joe Tomlin a 10th up as he comes around the final corner. Although he has just lost that time through that last corner, so not going to improve here for Joe Tomlin. We do have Jelenko up on his time out in front. Looks like he does have traffic ahead of him though. It's going to cause him some issues. It's looking like it has. It's cost him some time.
Yeah, and the car in front of him is on a flying lap as well, so... oh, it does look like to move out the way for him.
Yeah, he's well down on his time now. We do currently have Loretti, 2 tenths up, although he's just lost a little bit of that. As he comes up to the final corner.
You have Deperna currently up on his time as well.
Yep, we got Deperna currently P11. Currently 2 tenths up on his previous best. Just as we come round into the stadium complex, I believe. Yeah, I was right. Around the penultimate corner, round the final corner. It's actually gained a bit more through those corners. It's looking like it's going to be a decent improvement here, all the way up to P7. So a very good improvement there. So we're getting towards the stage now where people will be on their final laps. We've got 5 seconds of qualifying left. Currently got Jelenko 2 tenths up on his lap. No one else seems to really be matching that at the minute. Let's go on board with Jelenko. Yeah, we've got... No... Well... Jelenko's lost a little bit there. He's back to even. No one really improving towards the end of the session. We've got Daz Young just over a tenth up. We'll switch to him in a second. Jelenko is going to make a small gain here. So 133.595 to beat. Daz Young currently 2 tenths up. What's he got for the back end of this lap? Coming down the back straight. Still 2 tenths up. Quick. Excuse me, everyone. Just jump to bonnet cam here to finish the lap. See what we can do around this final corner. Gained a bit, we're 3 tenths up at the minute. Hopefully this other car stays out the way nicely, and it does. This jumps him up to P3 there, so good bit of improvement there at the end. So your grid for Misano. Pole position, we've got Joris Jelenko. Second place, we have Federico Varignolo. Third place, we have Darryl Young. Fourth place, Massimo Mantivani. Fifth place, Hitcham Diubi. Sixth place, we have Salvador Di Catania. Seventh place, we have Andrea Di Perna. Eighth place, we have Remy Kozat. Ninth place, Joe Tomlin. 10th place, Carlo D'Orazio. 10th place, Antonio Loretti. 12th place, Ivan Marandino. 13th place, we have Stan Suburand. 14th, we have Marco Ronconi. 15th, we have Francesco Saggetti. 16th, we have Christian Picconi. 17th, we have Hristo Milishev. 18th, we have Dalton Johns. 19th, Emmanuel Pagano. 20th, Giles Watkins. 21st, and starting from the pits by the looks of it, we have Florian Gibbard. 22nd, Simone Maggioli. 23rd, we have Armin Karashinovic. And 24th, we have Marco D'Antonio. So that's your grid for this race. As Uros Jelenko leads us round for the formation lap. This should be an interesting race today. The gap really between the top 6 is very tight, tighter than we've seen all season so far. So hopefully that will lead to some good racing. And I think, as always, the battle in the midfield is going to be very tight. We've seen that pretty much all season so far. That midfield fight from 5th, 6th, all the way down to 12th, 13th, maybe 14th, 15th, all very tightly packed. And I think we're going to see that again today. Perfect track conditions here. We've got an optimum track. There's no rain currently on the forecast, and we've got air temperatures of 24 degrees C, track temperatures of 31 degrees C, so perfect conditions for some good racing here. So Jelenko here leading us round Tramonto and onto the back straight.
Yeah, looks like a lovely lineup.
Yeah, it's looking like we could have a good race on our hands here. So, who's your money on for the race win?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick with Daz, but you know, I'm not 100%. I think Jelenko will obviously, if he gets a good run, he will just probably run away with it. But I suppose we'll just have to wait and see here. How about yourself?
I think the top 5 or 6 are all quite closely matched, so there'll be some exciting racing in that top 5, top 6 places. I think Varagnolo's looked good. He's looked good in qualifying and in practice. Looks like he might have the pace of Jelenko today in that Team Shazoo liveried McLaren. So I just want, you know me, I just want good, clean, exciting racing. So
yeah,
here we go then, lining up, coming around the final corner, just waiting for that green light. And we are green. Looks like a good start there from Daz Young. Even better start from Montevani there, trying to go around the outside. Looks like Jelenko's got away clean out in front. Then we've got a good battle forming between Daz Young and Montevani. Montevani runs wide, comes back on the track. Looks like, what's happened to Varagnolo? Varagnolo's dropped back. Dropped back to P4 there. He's gained back up to P3 though. A bit of a tank slapper. So 3 wide down the straight here. We've got Joe Tomlin there making the double overtake. Followed by, I don't know, who's that in the Ferrari? Dewby there in the Ferrari. So Joe Tomlin up the inside again. Oh, that's some contact there from Varagnolo. Could be a post-race stewarding incident, that one. So, very exciting start here. Got Joe Tomlin here right on the back of Carlo D'Orazio. So good start from D'Orazio here as well. And then Dewby behind the pair of them. Followed by Sagetti, so good race start here. Stick with this battle. The lead out front for Jelenko after 1 lap is 1.9 seconds to Daz Young. Closely followed by Di Catania in 3rd, Varagnolo 4th, and then this battle 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, well, onwards really.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, a lot of people did manage to keep it clean. A few incidents there, though, at the beginning. So I hope the stewards are nice and awake this week to get
Yep.
them sorted.
A few little incidents there. It does look like Ronconi's picked up the drive through there, so that will probably be for position at the start. That Ferrari looking quick at the minute though. That Ferrari of DUB. How long can Joe Tomlin hold him up here?
Well, it's a hit and miss because it could potentially make up time to Carlo in front of him, but he's going to have to be heavy on the defensive, especially coming through these corners. Make sure that that Ferrari just does not get the runaway that he doesn't want it to have.
I mean, the advantage he will have is straight line speed. That Ferrari's not the strongest in straight line speed around here. The straights aren't quite long enough for it to get up to its top speed. And the main braking points really are at the end of long straights, well, longish straights. But it does look like Durazio's starting to pull away a little bit from this battle here, so gap to Durazio at 1.7 seconds.
Yeah, it does keep on going up, but then Joe is managing to pull it back down that little bit, so there's nothing really gained or lost. I mean, the last lap time for Joe there was a 1:36.12 valid lap, and then Carlo did have an invalid lap of a 1:35.1, so possibly catching a little shortcut on his laps, but oh, looks like we do have the Audi catching a curb at the back there.
That was Sagetti there, I think. Looked like he did hit the wall, but didn't make a huge contact. So hopefully not too much damage on that car. It looks like Duby's got a bit of a run here on Joe Tomlin. Outside line though, can he hang it in around the outside? It's risky.
Ooh, looks like Joe is struggling to keep that car on the inside though.
Fair racing there though. Left him room on the outside. Like I say, the straight line speed of that Audi does seem to be a big advantage at this point in the race, at least. So some good racing here. Let's just jump ahead for a minute to Di Catania, because he is right on the back of Daz Young for second place at the minute. Excuse me.
Oh, just as you flicked there, Doobie just got the last corner on Joe. So got that move done.
Let's have a quick replay there.
He just slots it up the inside to him around that last corner.
Yeah, good run out the second to last corner. Later on the brakes. I think Joe Tomlin was wise to it, knew that he was going there, so kind of left it open a little bit. So some good racing there. But yeah, DUB already starting to pull away a little bit from Tomlin there. And now Joe Tomlin's got Di Perna all over the back of him. So I think struggling a little bit for pace in these early stages.
Yeah, well, there's still 54 minutes left to go. So
there's a long way to go.
If you want to jump back to Di Catania, looks like he is trying to make a move on Daz. He got really nice and close down the back straight.
Yep. Going on to the start-finish straight here. Very hotly contested for second position. Jelenko has pretty much just checked out front. He's 3.9 seconds ahead of this pair already. So, and it looks like Varignoli's picked up a drive-through as well. He'll be disappointed with that at this early point in the race.
Yeah,
that will be for track limits.
Yeah, a lot of the corners are quite heavy on the track limits as well, so it is quite easily done. But as you say, it's very early on in the race, so it's not going to be happy about that one. So on with Deep Kanye here, looking to make the move on Dan Young. Just really looking for this space to just put his nose of that McLaren in there.
Looks like he's got a good run.
Can he make a move coming into these few corners here? No, does not go for it.
Not quite
Keeps
close
it
enough.
nice and clean behind him now, so can keep it close.
Thing is, that Porsche can brake so late into that corner at the end of the straight that to get the move done, you've really got to be well alongside before that point.
Yeah.
Just heading backwards through the field. Still got Depernia right on the back of Joe Tomlin. Here's then hotly followed by Ivan Marandino. And then behind them you've got Subarand all the way down to Piccioni, all separated by less than half a second each. So some more very close battles in the midfield, like we're used to seeing. So currently on board is Sagetti here, chasing down Stan Subarand. And he's been hotly chased by Loretti as well. Loretti seems to get the better exit, but Sagetti's got the track position at the minute, so
Milishev has gone for the huge undercut as well, already pitted.
early pit stop. See how that works out when it all filters back in.
Ooh, Crozat just coming in with the drive-through. Unfortunately, there must be some track limits.
Yeah, that's got to be track limits, unfortunately. So just jumping back a little bit. Piccioni just jumps ahead of Loretti there. Looked like Loretti ran a little bit wide in that last corner. Let's just have a quick replay of the final corner here. Yeah, just a little bit of a twitch. Runs wide onto the grass and lets Piccioni through there.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite a,
Does look
twist
like
into that
Loretti's
corner.
looking for the move again now. Trying to get that position straight back.
I love the M4Rs.
It looks like he's got the job done, as long as he can keep it on the brakes. Yep. Into Quercia there. Turn 8. Nicely done there. So jumping back up to Di Catania. Still very close on the heels behind Daz Jung here. Only 0.3 of a second between these two.
Ooh, does hit a few of them sausages though on the exit of that last corner.
Yeah, it's not the ideal line for the McLaren. McLaren doesn't really like many curbs, let alone the big sausages. Looks like we've got Sagetti in the pits. So Loreto, Piccioni, Mantovani move up. Sagetti going for the early pit stop here. It's interesting strategy. Looks like Duby's made a move on Durazio as well. Let's just jump back and see if we can catch that. So coming round turn 1. Into turn 2. Gets a really great run through there. It's going to be a move down into Rio, turn 5. Ah, Durazio ran wide. So that's P4 for Hitcham Dewby at the minute then.
Yeah, overtaking the EOS team captain. You know. Suppose when you're running the team, you don't know whether to be impressed or disappointed. Plenty of time left to go though, so Carlo can always get right back up there. So.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, jumping back up ahead, we've still got Di Catania right on the tail of Daz Young. If anything, he looks closer every time we jump back. Oh, a little bit of contact there, and Di Catania's. Oh, I thought he'd saved it, but a little bit of a half spin there. Doesn't lose position though, so might be able to just catch back up to the back of Daz the way that he's been pushing him. So we'll catch back up with that if he does. But at the minute, jumping on board with Ivan Marandino. We're right behind Di Perna here. As we come through onto the straight. Looks like he's got a good run. Not quite close enough on this occasion though. Yeah, keep it neat and tidy. More opportunities will come.
It looked like the back end just slipped out of him now going over that curb, so you know, a little bit more time he's now got to make up on Perna in front of him.
Yeah, and Perna helped by picking up a slipstream from Tomlin as well. Just jumping back to Loretti here, right in the slipstream of Subarand. Thought about making a move, gets it a bit sideways. Manages to hold on to it there though. That has put Piccioni right on his tail now though.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of slide through that corner does help with the rotation of the car at that speed that you are carrying through, so it won't have hurt him that hard, so that pace will just come straight back to him to be able to get right on the back of Subarand again. We all know how much you like to slip and slide your way around tracks.
Always.
Varignolo with another
Varignolo with another, yeah.
He's not liking these track limits today, is he?
Doesn't seem like it, no. So still on board with Loretti here. We're closing on Subarand. Not quite close enough to make the move just yet, but it does look like he's got a good exit here. Just needs to keep it nice and neat and tidy. Round onto the back straight. Just coming up right now. Does look like he makes a good exit there. Is he close enough, or will he be close enough by the end of the straight to make a move?
There's still a 0.4 gap between them, so it is closing a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough space to get past him here.
Nope. Not quite enough this time.
He does manage to keep it clean though, to get back round there, then he could be looking in with a decent shot. Gets a little bit squiggly there, entering the last corner though.
That's going to put Piccioni right on his tail. Thinks about the move and then thinks better of it. Just jumping back a little bit further, we've got Giles Watkins here in the McLaren, chasing down Pagano in the Audi. Through the opening sequence of corners down towards Rio. Just seemed like he's dropped back a little bit since we he's caught back up a little bit again. Let's See if he's close enough to make a move down the straight here. He's closing in, but not quite close enough. So jumping up ahead to Andrea Di Perna. Got a four-way battle now between D'Orazio, Joe Tomlin, Di Pernia and Marandino here. So again, some really exciting racing in the midfield. Got Di Pernia thinking about a move there on Joe Tomlin. And that's left him open there for Marandino. Di Pernia got a little bit boxed in there with Joe Tomlin. And that's let Marandino through.
Yeah, he does keep it nice and clean through there as well. So, you know, some really exciting racing coming out of these guys here.
Yeah, definitely some great racing in the midfield. So it does look like our gaps up front have stabilised somewhat as well. So we've got Joris Jelenko out in front still. Daz Young another 8.4 seconds back. And then Di Catania after that little mistake a few laps ago, still another 5 seconds back. So then we have another 3.7 seconds back to Hitcham Dewby, and then another 4.7 seconds back to this four-way battle.
Here's some real nice racing coming out from the guys in the midfield tonight. Keeping it nice and clean as much as they can as well.
We have had a move from Piccioni and Subaran, so let's have a look back and see if we can catch that. It is down the back straight by the looks of it. Beats him into the braking zone, keeps it nice and tidy, covers the inside line. Yeah, nice move there from Christian Piccioni. So let's stick with this battle for a little bit. We've got Loretti in front of us, 0.6 seconds ahead. Subaran's dropped back a little bit. It looks like Mantovani's actually chasing down Subaran now. So let's have a look at that battle. Down the back straight here. Thought about a little move. Not quite close enough this time though. But keeps it nice and neat and tidy. Closes right up. Ooh, thought about, yeah, he's going for it. Nice move there. Nice move there around Tramonto onto the back straight. Is Subaran thinking he needs the slipstream? Let's have a look. Into the braking zone. Mantovani's got the job done. So again, some great battles in the midfield. Subaran thought about a little move there. And Subaran dive into the pits there. Yeah, Subaran's pitted, so Subaran going for the early pit stop. Christian Piccioni here, just right on the back of Antonio Loretti. It's quite a long pit stop here. Long pit lane, so looks like Piccioni's got the job done on Loretti. So up to P9 for Piccioni. Subaran still in the pits here. Yellow flag for De Antonio. Oh, looks like he's had a spin here. Let's have a action replay. Just cut the grass on the inside there, and round she comes. Yeah, not too bad there. Just a little spinner. On board with Mantovani here. We're all over the back of Loretti now. Dives into the pits, so covering off that pit stop from Subarand, I think. So let's jump up to Marandino. He's right behind Joe Tomlin here. Joe Tomlin's done a good job in this race. He's seemed to have been struggling for pace a little bit, but he's been doing a good job of keeping people behind. Ran a little bit wide there, but managed to keep the car, so nothing too major. As we head onto the back straight here, still got a four-way battle really going on here. Carlo D'Orazio's not out of this battle just yet. He's not pulled away. He's still there in the front. Look. So still on board with Marandino here, right behind Joe Tomlin. Three of them all run wide in the last corner. So it looks like Mantovani did manage to get back out onto the track ahead of Subarand, so and a long way as well. So Subarand must have had a spot of bother in the pits there. But we're still watching Marandino and De Pernia chasing down Tomlin here as they head out onto the straight. So Marandino right in the slipstream here. Is he going to have a look at him? No, not quite close enough this time. Oh, or is he? Joe Tomlin runs wide. Just sticks it up the inside. Joe Tomlin runs wide, leaves the door open. But then Joe Tomlin's still got the inside liner here, as they come around onto the back straight, and keeps the position.
Amazing fighting there. Yeah. Coming out of Joe.
Marandino still right in the slipstream though. Joe Tomlin doing a good job defensively here though. Ooh, that was close there. Looks like De Pernia might get a run. Not quite.
It can be quite risky on these last few corners though, just with how tight they are.
So I think a bit further ahead, Catania might have had a little bit of an incident a couple of laps back. Hitcham Dewby now right on the back of Di Catania. So Ferrari versus McLaren for the final podium place.
Still a pit stop to come out of them all here though.
Yeah, still got a pit stop. Still a long way to go yet. We're not quite at half distance yet, so still a long way to go in this race. Got Dalton Johns in the pits now, just to keep you abreast of what's going on further down the field. So Dewby in the slipstream here of Catania. Not quite close enough at the minute to make a move. Round the final corner they come. And yeah, it's about a 7.77 of a second gap here. So we'll keep an eye on that. But we have got Eperna now, right on the back of Marandino. So these two have dropped back a little bit from Joe Tomlin. They're now having a battle between themselves.
Yeah, Joe must have decided to switch on and just really start pulling away from Marandino. Just trying to open that door further, or Marandino's been struggling with Depernia and having to over-defend to make sure he doesn't pass him here.
Really is some great fighting here though in the midfield. So we'll keep our eye on this battle for now. Deperna right in the slipstream of Marandino as they come down the back straight. Not quite close enough there. Let's jump back to Montalvani. He's currently 0.4 of a second behind Soggetti for 14th and 15th place. Looks like he's been in the wars a little bit there, Montalvani. A little bit of damage showing on that Audi, including the bonnet bouncing up and down there. Doesn't help when it comes to straight line speed, that. But he is in the slipstream of Soggetti here, so closing as they go down the back straight. Keep it nice and clean and tidy, but not close enough to make a move at the minute. So we've got a move there. Let me jump back for an action replay. Ronconi here chasing down Pagano. Both ACRT drivers here. Looks like Pagano ran a little bit wide there, and that let Ronconi through. Almost looked like it might have been intentional. Who knows? Could be some team orders there.
Yeah, a bit of team loving coming out from the ACRT guys.
Oh, we got Diubi. Okay, Diubi's got past Catania, but that's because Catania's pitted, so.
Yeah, I think that will have an effect on his standings.
Yep. Normally does when you pit. So yeah, everyone's starting. Marandino dives into the pits as well. So let's keep our eyes out on when they come back onto track.
Yeah, you've got Joe fighting for fourth position off of Carlo as well.
Yep, we'll jump up for that battle. Joe Tomlin here, right behind Carlo D'Orazio. Going past the back marker there, the 66 car, that is Krasnovic. Both made it past him pretty straightforward, so that's good. Doesn't interfere in the battle. So who's got the straight up line speed advantage? BMW or Audi? Well, at the minute, it looks like Joe Tomlin's got the move on Carlo D'Orazio here. He's got the inside line, and it looks like he's got him into the braking zone. Nice move there. Set that up from way back. Nice move there from Joe Tomlin. Moves up to currently P4, but I think it will be net P5 after the pit stops. Razio not giving this one up though. Still right on the back of Joe Tomlin here.
Yeah, definitely. That BMW has always been a contender with the Audis, so yeah.
Got Dupurnia in the pits now and Piccioni.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of mid-race pit stops coming through, so unless they've gone for 50-50 fueling, you know.
I don't know. I think you lose too much time doing it that way, in my opinion. But we'll keep with this battle for now. It's a good battle between these two. It seem quite evenly matched.
Looks like Mantovani did make the move on Sagetti as well as Piccioni over Subaru.
This battle's still raging here between Mantovani and Sagetti. I think Mantovani's just come out the pits, so that could be how this battle's gone. Doesn't want to lose any time here behind the Sagetti car. Flashing lights down the straight here. Around the penultimate corner. This is just letting Marandino all over the back of Mantovani as well. So Marandino here, looking for the move on Mantovani. Who's equally looking for the move on Sagetti. So nice three-way battle we've got in the midfield here. Probably our closest battles on track at the minute. Down into Tramonto.
Ooh, just a little bit there.
A little bit slidey. Still stays in the slipstream of Sagetti though. It's very close this lap. Close enough to make a move. Not quite. I think struggling for that top speed with the damage. Oh, we've got drive through for Maggiolo. Drive through for Mantovani. So that kind of probably nullifies this battle.
Yeah, unfortunately from that, he might drop a fair few places, and without the pit stop blanket to help him out, it's going to be difficult.
And a nice move from Marandino there. Then Mantovani gets him straight back. So not much space given between these two. Got a whole host of drive-throughs now. Got one from Krasnovich as well.
Is there anyone else going to make a fourth?
Who wants to join the drive-through party? Got Durazio here, right on the back of Joe Tomlin still. 0.2 of a second now, the gap. Very close between these two. Very evenly matched, it seems. Trying to go around the outside of turn 3. Or turn 4, sorry, Rio. Oh, Joe Tomlin runs wide and it lets Carlo Durazio through. What's Tomlin got in response?
Look like he isn't gonna give up without a fight though.
Just seemed that way. Be interesting to see when the leaders start to pit here. I mean, for Jelenko, I don't think it matters too much. He currently holds a 19-second gap to Daz Young, who himself then holds a 7-second gap back to Hachim Diubi. And then these two are next on track, another 15 seconds back. So starting to see a bit of spread now throughout the field. The interesting car to look for though when Daz Young pits is Di Catania down in 9th place there. So those two are close together on track. Oh, we've got a yellow flag for Sagetti here. Let's catch a quick action replay of that. Oh, just goes straight on at the first fast right-hander on the back straight. Now that's a pretty interesting place to be going off.
So yeah, you're going to lose a lot of time
issue.
there.
He's stopped before the pits now as well. Has he got an issue? Looks like he might have an issue here. Currently just stopped on track. He's managed to get going again. Not quite sure what that issue was there, but definitely seemed like he had an issue. Weaving side to side now. Not sure. No, he's pulled over again. Looks like this might be terminal from the Sagetti course car. Well, he's got it going again. It's not looking very healthy though, that car. No, he has retired from the race, so that's unfortunate. Jumping on board with Christian Piccioni here. He's been slowly closing in on Stan Suberand ahead of him. So currently the gap 0.7 of a second. Would expect that to close up down this back straight. Into the braking zone. Yeah, we're down to 0.3 of a second by the end of the straight. So that shows you the straight line speed advantage that BMW has over the McLaren there. Oh, it looks like Tomlin's got past Durazio again as well. Let's have a quick action replay of that. Yeah, Durazio just running wide there at the start of the back straight. So let's Joe Tomlin back through. It's been a fascinating battle between these two. Odd mistake here and there, letting the other one through, and then a mistake back at some point. So see who can keep it the cleanest between now and the end of the race is probably going to be critical.
Yeah, definitely, and I mean both of them have still got a pit stop to pull out here. So you know, with 18 minutes remaining, you know, it's literally just our top 8, and then Pernia down in 14th have still yet to stop in their boxes. We'll have to see where they do come out after that.
Yep, we'll see where everyone filters back in.
Looks like Piccioni down in 13th place is catching Subrand even closer.
Yep, closing in. Whereabouts on track over here? Just at the middle. Oh, just at the end of the track, yep, end of the lap. Coming around the last corner here. Looks like that gap has widened a little bit more though. It's kind of what we're seeing a lot between some of these cars, that certain cars have advantages in certain sections of the track, and then the other car has an advantage in another sector on the track. So kind of get that bit of an accordion effect. Does look like Piccioni's quite close here though, heading into the first main straight on the track. So 0.2 behind. Is he going to? Oh, he's making the move. He's gone to the inside and gets the job done.
Will he keep it though? Because Subrand really keep it nice and close coming out of this corner. Does look like it has a little bit better run. Looks for the outside though, braking a little bit later, but can't make it back.
No, looks like that could be job done there for Piccioni. Subrand is still in the slipstream though. We do know that BMW has a straight line speed advantage here. Very close between these two though. They've come around into the braking zone. Looks like, yeah, Piccioni keeps the position for now. Jumping forwards a little bit, we have got Di Catania now has caught up to the back of Pagano. Pagano, one of the cars you said left the pit in P8.
Yep, so he
runs
wouldn't
wide
need
a
to
little
fight
bit
too
there.
hard.
Yeah, Pagano runs
done.
wide a little bit, lets Catania through. That's going to help Di Catania here in his battle with Daz Young for P2. So will be interesting when the pit stops come around for the leaders, just to see exactly where they filter back in. So Subrand still all over the back of Piccioni since Piccioni got past. Oh, and a little bit of contact there.
A little bit.
That could be a quite severe post-race penalty. You're looking at that. If he's not going to give the place back. Which doesn't look like he's going to. Piccioni now losing out another place to Di Pernio as well. So a little bit naughty there.
Yeah, I think the stewards will definitely be looking at that one, because that'll be some really heavy damage on the back end now. So he's going to really struggle to keep the back from slipping, I do believe now. We'll have to start taking the corners that little bit safer, so we'll possibly start to see him drop back a little bit.
Yeah, rear end damage can cause that problem. I'm not sure how the BMW will handle it, to be honest. He'll definitely know about it, but I don't know how bad it will be. So we've got a good field spread at the minute. I think this is still about our closest battle, 1.4 seconds. We've got Durazio about the same distance behind Joe Tomlin, a bit further ahead as well. Let's see, we've got any other... Not really any other close battles at the minute. Let's have a little look at our leader here. Been out in front by himself 45 minutes already now. Well, 55 minutes already. No, I was right for this time. 45
Yeah.
minutes already. So just interesting to see when he's going to take his pit stop. Talking of pit stops, we've got Ronconi in the pits now. So we'll see where he filters back out. But yeah, Jalenko here, really just driving away with this race.
I mean, he is obviously making time, but it's not really that much of a difference. I mean, the last laps were a bit greater, so, you know, he has gained that fair bit of time this lap, but it's only 24 seconds. You know, last race we was at this point, we were seeing near enough lap in P2 at this stage.
2-hour race there, wasn't it?
Mm.
So looks like Ronconi, after his pit stop, has filtered back out into P14 there. So we've got D'Orazio in the pits. D'Orazio in the pits.
Oh, a yellow flag coming from Doobie there. Looks like a backmarker must have got in his way. Any chance
Does
of
look
a
like
replay
it.
that
We'll
one?
get a quick action replay. Yeah, that's just clumsy there. Again, that could be a decent post-race penalty. Luckily, Doobie didn't lose position, but obviously with some people having pitted already, it's not ideal. Could affect him when he takes his pit stop and where he filters back in. So we've got our leader now in the pits. Jalenko in the pits. So looking for Daz Young now. Coming around the second to last corner. We've got Stan Suberand, it looks like, in the middle of the track there. But Daz Young will come around and at least temporarily take the lead of this race. So it looks like Suberand has got going again now. So let's see if we can see what happened here to Suberand. So around the second to the last corner, just on the sausage curbs. Very lucky that he doesn't take out, I believe it was Piccioni. Yeah, difficult race for Suberand today. So like I was saying, we currently have Daz Young out in front. He is 13.3 seconds ahead of Doobie now. So just waiting to see when these two will make their pit stops. So Jalenko, after his pit stop, filtered back into P3 there. So it does look, based off of those timings, does look like Daz Young should have enough to stay ahead of Di Catania here. In fact, D'Orazio, after his pit stop, has come out ahead of Di Catania. Let's jump to that battle actually, because Di Catania is now right behind Carlo D'Orazio. That early pit stop hasn't really worked out for Di Catania. Must have got caught up in some traffic, and it's really just kind of ruined his race today. In that fluorescent green McLaren there.
Yeah, I think there should be an M4R livery there, but unfortunately it's not loaded in.
No penalty for car 45. We haven't got the ability to do in-game or live stewarding today, so everything's going to have to be post-race today, unfortunately. So there'll be plenty of opportunity for drivers to report incidents, and then we'll get the stewards looking at it. So Di Catania all over the back of D'Orazio here now. know Di Catania has pace. We saw that early in the race. So what can he do here to dispatch D'Orazio? And we've got Loretti in the pits now as well. So we'll see where he filters back out. So Di Catania still chasing down D'Orazio here.
Yeah, really trying to make that McLaren work for him to catch on that BMW, but seems like Carlo is pulling away on the straights from him that little bit, so the straight line superiority, it's really showing its colours.
That's what you'd expect from the BMW there, but it does look like he's got a good slipstream here, Di Catania. To head onto the back straight. Who's going to be brave on the brakes here? Looks like Di Catania can really follow closely here, but hasn't quite got the pace to overtake at this point. Having a little look on the inside for the last corner there, though, and this could be his best chance so far. He's in the slipstream here. Pulls to the inside, covered off nicely by D'Orazio. Can he get a run down into turn 4? Not quite close enough. Keep it neat and tidy though, you'll get another opportunity in a second. Keeps it neat and tidy. He's still right in the slipstream behind. Doesn't quite have that straight line speed there. Does look like D'Orazio ran a little bit wide there though. Is this gonna give Di Catania the run? He's got a much better exit onto the back straight this time around. And he's right up behind that BMW there. In the slipstream. Oh, it's tight. It's tight. Is he going to have a lunge? No, he's not close enough.
Keep it nice and clean though.
Oh, he keeps
there,
it clean on the inside. D'Orazio runs a little bit wide, but he has the inside line and switches back. Yeah, the inside, you can't really go around the outside there. So another lap stuck behind D'Orazio for Di Catania here. So it looks like we've got Jelenko has now caught up to the back of Diubi as well for second and third. I think let's stick with this fight for the time being.
So Diubi does still have to pit as well.
Yep. We do still have Di Catania right up behind D'Orazio. This is looking like a good fight here.
Daz Young jumping into the pits.
Yep. And Diubi. So that'll let Jelenko re-inherit the lead. Right in the slipstream again for Di Catania here. Just can't quite seem to do anything about that straight line speed advantage that the BMW has. He's going to have to get creative somewhere.
I think it's going to have to be more through Sector 1, getting into Sector 2, that he'll start to see the advantage through the corners. Oh, does look for the inside on this last corner though.
Thought about
Doesn't quite have the space.
So round through turn 1. Still right in that slipstream of the BMW there. Keeping it nice and neat and tidy. Coming down into turn 4. Carlo going defensive there on the inside. This is going to give a good run for Di Catania here out onto the straight. So again, right up behind the BMW here, right up in the slipstream. So this could be helping Joe Tomlin here when he decides to pit, because these two have been fighting quite heavily. So would expect Joe Tomlin to be able to make or hold the position. Oh, he's in the pits now. Okay, so let's stick with this battle and we'll see where he feeds out. As they're coming round what corner is that? No name for that one, is that? Oh no, that's Caro. Around turn 15.
Yeah, it does look like he isn't going to be able to get out of the pits in time. He is moving though, so he's making his way down that pit lane. But a nice long pit lane here at Misano, so it's going to be very, very tight.
But it does feed out into turn 3, doesn't it? So
yeah,
it does look like he's lost out here there in this stage at this stage.
He's going to come out right behind him now, so if these do keep on going the way they are, he will be able to...
Yep, you can see him in the background there, Joe Tomlin.
Yep. Only 2 laps left here, potentially.
Oh wow, yeah, it's... this race has flown by. There's been so much action.
Oh, leader is on the last lap
now. So if Di Catania is going to make the move, it's going to have to be pretty soon. So far, D'Orazio's held him at bay quite nicely. We've got a late drive-through for Pagano. That's not what you want to see, really. So again, right in the slipstream here from Di Catania. A little bit further back actually on this lap, so one more lap to make something happen.
Like the Pernier still has his pit stop left to do.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it's going to be a hefty... Oh no, yeah, he still has his pit stop left to do, so that's going to be a hefty... penalty at the end of this race here.
So again, Di Catania looking for a move here on Carlo D'Orazio as we're on to the final lap here. Looks like we've got a yellow flag ahead from Diubi. That's cleared, so whatever happened, he's got going again. Just going to switch over to Jelenko now. See him round the final corner and across the line to take victory here. So Uros Jelenko, our winner again. Let's get back on with that battle quickly. Does look like Di Catania has dropped back a bit now though, so that could be the end of this fight here. 1.2 second gap now. So it looks like D'Orazio is going to hold on. We'll just jump on board with Darryl Young as he crosses the line for P2, and another podium for Daz. Losing control there across the line, but he won't care about that. We then have Hitchem Diubi crosses the line to complete our podium. And then Carlo D'Orazio does hold on against Di Catania to come home 4th. Di Catania comes home 5th. We're then looking for Joe Tomlin crossing the line in 6th. Marandino is coming round the second to last corner here. And around the final corner. Looks like he's under a bit of pressure there from Di Pernia, but Marandino holds on for P7. Depernia P8. Milishev's going to cross the line for P9. We then have Antonio Loretti in P10. We then have Piccioni P11, Subaran P12, Dalton Johns 13th, Marco Ronconi 14th, Mantovani in 15th, D'Antonio 16th, Pagano 17th, Watkins 18th, and now all my timings have messed up. Maggioli 19th, Gibbard 20th, and Krasnovic coming home 21st, and our final finisher. So another excellent race there. A lot of really close racing in the midfield, which is good to do. We could do with some fighting at the front, but you know, can't have everything.
Yeah, we need a challenge for Yorostelenko. Does anyone want to come step up to that challenge? We still have some free open spots for the last 2 races.
Yeah, we've got 2 more rounds. One next week. Where are we next week, Corey?
We are. I have this open. Let me just find the page. I have so many tabs open for this. It is unreal. But I do believe when my laptop decides to play ball, it is a 1-hour race around Zolder next week.
Zolder next week. That could put the proverbial cat amongst the pigeons. Very tight and twisty track, that. Difficult to overtake. So yeah, that could be interesting. And then the final round is at...
Is that a hint at me?
Yeah.
The final round is at Spa for 2 hours.
2 hours of Spa, final round. So if anyone fancies coming and joining us, that's next week. Next week we'll be at Zolder, and then we have a 2-week gap. So the first week in January we will be at Spa for 2 hours. So if anyone wants to join us, come along.
Yeah, definitely. And, since we are on race 4, keep your eyes peeled for season 3 coming up next year. Currently, the first race will be on the 16th. So, again, we'll be having 1 week's break leading into the season 3. A race list for everyone. We have race 1 at Nürburgring. Race 2 will be Hungaroring. Race 3 will be at Indianapolis for 2 hours. Race 4, Donington Park. Race 5, Snetterton. And race 6 will be at Suzuka for 2 hours. So a very interesting lineup of tracks for the next season.
Very interesting lineup. So I think that's pretty much all from us for tonight.
Yep, if you guys do enjoy running some 1-hour races, even on the daily, please head over to our new partners, Pitskill. They run a fantastic website. They've got a lot of upcoming events, brilliant licensing system. So it is a fantastic place to drive, a nice welcoming community for all.
Definitely. And also a lot of the races, they tend to have a chat open, voice chat, where you can just sit in and talk to the people you're racing against, which is quite a novel thing, not something we get to do very often. So no, they're a good group of guys over there, and like Corey says, the ranking system is really good. So yeah, other than that, we've got upcoming New Year's at Nürburgring, so Sunday the 1st of January. Come and join us to get rid of them hangovers as we have a race around Nürburgring. We then also have our 24-hour charity race, Battle at the Brickyard, 24 hours of Indianapolis, sponsored by Rotatech and Pure Sim Gear, in aid of Muscular Dystrophy UK. So hoping to raise a lot of money for charity then. So if you want to come along and race, or you want to come along and support the charity, then come sign up for that. Also, next year, as well as our next season of the league, we also have our inaugural Big Brain Racing Endurance League for 2023. So that starts in March, and that's 9 races across 9 months. So get yourself a team together. They are 6, 8, and 12-hour races, I believe. So
Yes.
get yourself a team together for that. Come and compete. Other than that, you can follow us on socials. They're up on screen, and also down below in the About Us section. Come join our Discord. Come have a look at our website, and yeah, just get yourself involved. We also have affiliate links, so if you're looking for any sim racing gear, you can head over to Digital Motorsport or Mozza Racing. And if you're a energy drinker, you can head over to W Energy, and I believe there's discount codes, or there's a lot of discount on at the minute for those guys. So within the run up to Christmas. So yeah, if you use our affiliate link, it just kind of helps the team out a bit. Doesn't cost you any extra, just gives us a little bit of a help towards the team for running these kind of events. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything from me for this week. So,
Yep.
all that's left to say, thanks very much for watching,
Thank you very much.
and we will see you next week at Zolder.
Goodbye.
Thanks a lot, bye.